prospecting. Faded and gear reviews will show the world what we can do. Every ounce of sweat, every ounce of pride in our quest for gold. Bleeding night, backyard prospecting. Backyard prospecting. We won't be denied. Backyard. Running painted in the backyard, digging in like a renegade. Backyard prospecting, searching.
Hey man, you're old enough to be her father. Meow. Shit. What's going on, everybody? I'm spitting on myself. Goddamn. I'm all sorts of agitated. What's going on? Dig Daddy. That's me out here in the shed. You know how we do it? It's time for a little BSing. Now, I had plans for tonight. I was gonna bust out. Can't see it though, because I get demonetized if they see it. They're on to me. YouTube cops finally caught on to me, and anytime I make any reference to certain things or it's on the screen. Like last week, I just made a reference to it. I don't even think I had it on the screen. Knocked down, demonetized. Now, if it's a little foggy in the shed, well, that's just atmospheric conditions. I have no... Who am I? I'm not the weatherman. I have no control over this shit. So they can't say anything to me about that. But I'm just trying to keep it PG and all that shit. PG-13. Okay, let's be honest here. I can't do PG. That would be weird if I tried. But I had a plan for tonight. And that plan was to cut a rock. I was gonna do that here on screen, on scene with you guys. But then I fired everything up and was not aware how much this thing kicks up water. It's all over the place. I would be a trip to hang out with. I'm a little reserved and shy the first couple times you hang out with me, but eventually I open up. I'm antisocial. If you couldn't tell from me being on the YouTubes here in front of a dozen people, I'm a kind of antisocial person. I'm not really fond of people. Throughout my life, people have been a disappointment. So I usually just keep to myself. It's rare that I'll let anybody into my area, into my circle, even my best friend. You know, I rarely see him. But, like in person, like as long as I know he's okay and he's alive, I'm good. When we hang out, it's like, yeah, it's like nothing, you know. But I usually try to keep my distance from people But after I've hung out with you a couple times, I'm cool, I think. I'm the coolest motherfucker I know. That much I know. But it's only because of my indifference to how the rest of the world feels about it. My cigarette. I'm going to have to make strategic use of the cameras this evening. Yeah, cutting it outside is probably the smarter way to go. Josh Ortiz, well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Shit, let's roll back. I haven't even said hi to everybody. Hello to everybody. Weezin Geezer TV, Joey Brown, Mana, YT808, Donna Corin. How's it going, Donna? Good to see you. Rocky Mountain Prospector, how you doing? Careless, we've spoken. Scrapyard, we're token. T-Rep, how's it going? One and only, how are you this evening? Who else is joining us? Pitbull Prospecting, Smirnoff Peacock, Chris W., Brian Kerr, Larry McMillan. I'll say hi to you if you pop up in chat. Culver Prospecting, what's going on? A3 Sky Warrior. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but I don't think I did. I think I got everybody. Why is the volume so low? Because I am a very quiet person. I told you, I'm a very secluded person. I keep to myself. No, just kidding. The volume's low because I forgot to bring the other mic in. The wireless mic that I've been using that solved all the problems. They're in the house right now. Because, as always, I'm rushing to do things. And the reason I rush, I get off work at 4 o'clock. I got to put on the stream at 5. In between is the time that I have to prep for the show. Which you would think is plenty of time. It's an hour, right? Not always, because, sometimes I'll get caught up on something. Other times I'll be watching something. Have to get food ready for my kid because I'm going to be out here till 6. Just whatever it may be. And then I get out here and I got to do show stuff. Prepping for the show. Moving the cutter in here. Getting water for it. Getting a plexiglass so if the whole thing goes south and the blade shatters, I'll hopefully have a chance of survival. Little things like that. So, I'm a squeaking through, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get shit done. But I'm glad to see you all here. And I'm glad that I made it in time as well. Mentally Corrupted, Alan Jackson, Chris with a K. What's going on, fellas? Good to see y'all. DD. But, so I hope the weekend treated everybody well. I finally got out to the river, as you guys saw from my video. Got out to the river. Got in it. Dug some hole. Dug a big hole, actually. Took, I say 4 buckets, but the buckets I use are 2.5 gallon buckets, or rather 3 gallon buckets, and I only fill them about halfway. So if you think about it, that was really 1 bucket, because they're 2 half buckets, 2 half bucket, half buckets. So they're like quarter buckets. So that was essentially 1 painstaking 5 gallons worth of dirt. So overall, it wasn't bad. Now, when I got it all cleaned up and weighed it out, it was a lot less impressive, but usually is how it winds up when you measure things. It only wound up being about 1/100 of a gram. at the end of the day, unfortunately. Like I say, it looked good in the pan, looked good under some water. And after digging for a few hours, it looked good to me. I was proud. I was happy. And then reality had to come and take it all away from me. It was quite sad, actually. Now I'm going to tear up. But anyways, that was this weekend. I had a good time out there regardless. Always have a good time when I get to go out to the river. You know, just that visceral being in touch with nature. But not too in touch with nature. I didn't want to get bit by anything. And luckily I didn't. And that includes bears. Bears bite. Everybody, you know, doing the thing. Everybody's got to eat. That's right. Any amount of gold is better than no gold. And I always say, gold found is worth more than gold, like paid or given, because you've earned it. You know, you went out there, you walked the river, you carried your gear from the car, you shoveled down, and you really put your ass into it. And so every single scoop is well hard earned. And that just makes it that much more fulfilling. And honestly, I wish I didn't weigh it out. I wish I had just taken it. What I need to do is start a collection. Gold I find at the river, and that's just going into a snuffer. And at the end of the year or the end of the season, when I decide that the ground doesn't want to be dug anymore, that'll be my season. And I'll dump it out and say, this is what I found. I think that's what I should do. And then take all that gold, throw it in some concentrates that I've also saved throughout the year, and sell it to somebody. $100. Dig Daddy's concentrates. Whatever it is, that's what it is. That's true. Some people are, and hell, I've been that guy out at the river, in this river, on these spots, where I've gone out and found nothing, you know? You're out there, you dig some practice, some test holes, and you're just not finding it. It's just not there. Every river is different. Where the gold comes in, oh, thank you, Donna. That's the treasure right there, is Donna. And her donation always warms my heart. So thank you very much, Donna. I appreciate you greatly. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that. Keeping my found gold separate from pay dirt gold. Because to me, pay dirt gold is just a commodity. It's something that comes in. I got to flip it so that I can buy my next bag of dirt. I'm kind of like a crackhead that way, but it's a dirt head. I guess I'm a dirtbag. Which is why I have a D-bag fam. But exactly, it's worth more than me. My hips hurt like hell today. My back hurts like hell today. My arms hurt like hell today. Everything hurts like hell today. So that little itty bitty bit of gold that I found is just that much sweeter. And I think that's what it comes down to. Is you feel the effort the next day. And you don't get that with pay dirt. Unless you're buying a lot of pay dirt and you're hiking it up a hill. But even these locking buckets. This is what I usually bring my pay dirt home in. It's a locking, I think it's like 1.5 gallons. But I fill that up as far as it'll go. And that's how I bring home dirt. And let me tell you, just that 1.5 bucket worth of wet dirt, that shit's heavy, man. I'm so worn down. And so carrying that shit back, the pay dirt, the dirt, thank you, David. Thank you very much. I like that. Like that. Give it a heart, too. Giving it a heart, but don't think anything weird of me. Here, by the way, folks. Hey, man, back off, AI. Let me pin that shit. Boom. If you want to get entered in for tonight's sloppy seconds, I did make some dirt. Usually I throw about 1/10 of a gram in. That's my sloppy seconds. So I did that in some of my pay dirt, so there could be natural gold in here as well. And that's going to be sloppy seconds tonight. It's already put together. It's already ready to go. Because we're cutting rocks, so, or hopefully anyways. I'm not so sure about it though, because when I turned the blade on, man, I got the plexiglass cover and everything. Here, we'll go back. We'll go back to that. Actually. So I got the plexiglass here. And that's blocking a lot of the water coming directly at me. But everything still comes out the sides. You'll see it when I fire it up. It's just a mist of water. And I don't really want to run a mist of water next to my computer. If you can understand that. Because water and computers, no, because it's coming out 360. What I think I need to do, I got a couple panels here for the toolbox sluices that I haven't cut. But if I make some panels on the side, I think I can at least deflect a lot of it. But that'll ruin the view that you guys have right now, so I'm going to lose that camera. Yeah, because I can't be rebuilding the computer again. Alright, so whoever gets these panels, in your toolbox sluice, they're extra special. Well, crap. You see the problem now, though, right? Tell me you see the problem now. How the fuck am I going to get my hands in here? Because I got to get my hands in there to work the rock. Try cutting gold foil first. No! Because then I'll never get that shit off the blade. This guy thinks he's funny. This guy. So it's a conundrum. Now I'm going to have to be relying on the... Alright. That's not too terrible. I'm not feeling water flying out the sides like it was. If I turn it up all the way, though, certainly it's going to start. Woo, there it goes. Yeah, once it goes full speed, it doesn't want to slow down again. Alright, let me get my leather apron too. That's what she said. All right. I guess we're gonna do it, man. I guess we're just gonna jump into it. Yeah, for safety features, I got the stuff you've seen already. The plexiglass on the thing itself. I've got a leather woodworker's apron, so that's just something else that something would have to go through. Just to be safe, I'm gonna wear a respirator. I got earplugs, and then finally a face mask. Oh, I haven't measured at all. I'm free balling this shit. Well, I guess let's get to it. Let me switch over to Sluicing in Tunes. We'll play some music because it's going to get loud over here. I'm going to turn the mic down. I'm not even going to try to talk because I'm going to be in a respirator anyways. You won't be able to hear shit I'm saying. So, kick back, enjoy the tunes, chat amongst yourself. Because I am working with a saw. It's not like this saw can really cut me unless I'm trying to make it cut me. But I'm not going to be looking at chat for a little bit. So, hang out, relax, and enjoy the trim. And enjoy the tunes. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that Sloppy Seconds video. That's another new song for you. And enjoy that tunes. Leave a comment and head back. All right. Can you guys hear the music? All right, let's do it. Yeah, that was an ugly cut. I fucked up that second cut too. Sorry about that.
I don't know that I can do anything more with this one. I definitely can't cut it in half, not with this. It's just too big. Maybe I'll just clean up this side. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Black and red jasper. Um, Honestly, I found it. Hold on. Let me take all this shit off my face.
All right, here, Big Daddy's back. Oh yeah, hold on. Man, look at my arms. Tore up. Let me wash my arms off real quick in the sluice box here. What is happening? Whew. All right. So, So yeah, safety. Let me tell you something. I will beat the shit out of some little punk ass saw if it wants to get mouthy. So I'm not worried about that. Now the whole thing blowing up, probably not going to happen. But I take a little precautions. And we survived. This ain't the first time I've done it. Did it make you nervous? It was intended to. And the reason being, at first I used to be nervous and scared of the blade. But as it turns out, diamond blades can't cut you that well. They're great for cutting rocks, but not so great for cutting skin. So the occasional slip up where you touch it, it's not a problem. Now, if you sit there, obviously anything that's going to create friction against your hand is going to eventually give you a burn, or one, I mean, it's metal, so it's going to win that fight. Eventually it's going to cut you, but it's not going to rip your hand apart like a rip saw would. Any blade with teeth that have any kind of spacing that can grab onto something, those are the blades you need to be worried about. A smooth blade like this that has nothing to actually dig in, it can't really do much against skin. So, though it looks sketchy, it was, for the most part, totally safe. The biggest danger here, honestly, is just the water getting all over my keyboard. But to be honest with you, my keyboard probably needed a good cleaning anyways. Nothing got on the camera, nothing got on the screen, and thus nothing got behind it onto the computer. So, I think we survived. OneDrive wants to pop up and talk to me about stuff right now, but I'm really not interested. OneDrive, thanks. You can keep your God to yourself. There, all right, cool. I did. So I was at the rock shop. I'm blessed to have a really cool rock shop here locally that I can just drive over down to, and they have a lot of rough, like just bins, not piles, not buckets, bins, like metal industrial bins, just with all sorts of rock in there. They got a lot of the same stuff that they've been holding on to for years. But when I'm out there, I like to just look, just to see if I can find a gem in the rough. Bum. And I found a bunch of carnelians that were kind of flat, so they were like lace carnelians. I got those, or agates, rather. Carnelians are agates. But I got them in water. I'm trying to soak the dirt off of them. And I'm going to put them in a pay dirt soon. But while I was there, I saw this really cool looking rock. And it's got this really, really nice contrasting black, red, and gray. And so I figured, let me grab that. And let's see what I can make with it, Yeah, the rock, not so much worried about it kicking out. I wasn't even running this at full speed. I have a speed controller on the side. So long as you don't go above a power level, it stays there. But once you go past that, it stays there no matter how much you turn it down. It's kind of a piece of shit, I guess. But it works as long as you hit your spot the first time. You can't adjust it too much. Or you can adjust up, but just not down. But anyways, once I found that sweet spot where it was spinning fast enough that it was really getting a good spin and putting some good torque behind it, then it was no problem. Before, it was actually stalling the motor out. So I guess this motor doesn't like to be run under full cut. For polishing, I have another piece of shit rig, similar to this, but even crappier. My other shit rig is a die grinder with a big marble polishing stone on it. It's like a 4-inch stone. And I have that mounted to a wooden structure, and it's like strap mounted down. And I turn that thing on, that thing spins. I have a little fish tank pump spitting water on it, and then I do my shaping there. Once I get it shaped out the way I want, I take the stones over to my other piece of shit do-it-yourself rig, which is a power drill that has a buffer, a little Velcro buffer pad, like you would use to polish marble once again. So you'll find that in the industrial space at Home Depot, anything that's meant to polish marble is pretty much good in lapidary. Because here's a secret. Marble is rock. So, it works. And so like the tile saw, that's for ceramic. Ceramic is heavy duty rock. Anyway, so the polisher, they're Velcro pads, and they go through like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 800, and 1,000 grit. And so I take those, the stones, I put them on little dauber sticks, and that way I can hold them and turn them without having my fingers next to those polishing. Because those polishers, they do have slots in them, and I don't like touching that because I'm afraid it'll chew away at my finger. But anyway, so that screwdriver or drill is in this big Sterilite container. And the headpiece is inside of another Sterilite container that I can put water in to keep the whole thing wet while it's going. And so all of this crap is to avoid buying a proper wheel and saw. But that being said, all of it together probably cost me $200, if that. And the saw alone would be like $600, $400 to $600. And then a cabbing machine, that's like anywhere from $1,600 to $2,400 for a decent one. So, I mean, it's a lot of effort to get there, where the cabbing wheel, you just blip, 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 blip down the line. But it's whatever. I don't do this hobby enough. I can't dedicate enough counter space permanently to any of my lapidary stuff. So I'm not going to spend that much money on it. This stuff I can just throw somewhere and forget about it until the next time I want to use it. The saw I'll have to take outside and spray down. I don't like leaving a bunch of material on it and dust and crap on the blade. I mean, all the tools that I got for this were brand new. But I went down to Harbor Freight and got the $15 power drill. That way when it died, or if it died, I would just throw it away and not worry about it. But overall, I think these are going to turn out pretty nice. Can't really see them, though, can you? It's a dark pattern, so unfortunately that makes it a little bit difficult to see. Gotta keep it wet. There it is. So that's what caught my eye, is that beautiful contrast of the red and the grays with the black. The Dan Hurd Ocean Picture Stones, yeah. I was one of the first people to buy one. Some. And I used my shitty lapidary equipment to make some cool stuff with it. What are you guys doing? Hell yeah, Harbor Freight's great. If it breaks, oh well. I expect it to break. Even if I were using it properly, I would expect anything bought from Harbor Freight to just fall apart. So I don't feel bad when they do. But ironically, all the stuff's held up pretty well. The only thing I can say, well, not the only thing, any power tools, like cordless power tools, I've never had much luck from there. They always die super fast. They don't have any power, even if they did live. They're just junky. But the one main thing that I had a problem with was their tumbler. They have a rock tumbler, and it normally, I would say it's pretty cool. You get two 1-pound barrels, and it works all right. But mine started shocking me, and so I'd be touching the frame, and I'd start feeling a tingle. And so I got out my multimeter, put ground to the chassis, and there was voltage. So I was like, well, goddamn. That's not good. So I saved the barrels and I threw the rest away. Because I didn't want to get electrocuted. Again, I'm not that invested into the whole lapidary thing to be worth electrocuting myself. It's fun, but it ain't to die for. Oh, nice. I need to paint my shed. So grab me a couple buckets of something in a nice blue. Send it this way. Actually, and send somebody to do the work too, because I don't want to do it myself. I don't have a tall enough ladder. Yeah, any voltage. I don't want to toy with. AC, DC, BC, AB, CB, any of it. You can keep that shit. Maybe that's where I should tell my son to go get a job. Over at Harbor Freight. And that way I can get discounts on shit. I'll get a whole pneumatic setup. Central, like the good one. Because they have different levels of tools and stuff there. They have the shit, the medium alright, and then they have their professional grade. And if I can get the professional grade stuff for cheap like the cheap stuff, oh, I'd be all over that. But I do love me a $1 screwdriver. You can't pass those up. You lose them, who cares? What's $1? I'm not going to fret over it. Well, I was hoping to get more cuts, but I think this is probably the one. I'm going to shape this one like a diamond, cut off this excess over here, smooth it out around the edges, bring it into a point, a soft point, and then I'll make it a pendant. I want to learn wire wrapping. I want to learn how to do that, but oh, this thing's hella lopsided. Yeah, maybe I should just get a proper saw. Like one that holds the rock and advances it so it's perfectly even every time it goes across when it slabs things. Because I think I just screwed these up. These aren't flat. They're all weird. They're all oblong and like that. Shit. No, I think they have tools these days that solve that problem. Yeah, old tradesmen are crazy. The shit that they would do to get shit done, because they were just no fucks given. I'm good. Well, the one positive thing is I'm glad I didn't make a huge mess yet. Hopefully it doesn't get out of hand. Yep. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. All right. Well, if you haven't already done so, we're starting to get here to the end of the show. Feels like it's a little bit of a short one. The cutting didn't take as long as I thought it would, but I probably should have taken longer doing it. Because these cuts are slop. This one's alright. This one's pretty even. But hopefully at least I'll have a few pendants to make out of it. And we'll put them up for sale on the website. If anybody wants to pick one up. I don't even know how to price this stuff. But we'll see what winds up happening. We'll see how it goes. For now, I think I still have a couple bags of that blue something pay dirt that I made this month. So if you're interested in picking up some pay dirt, I do have a little bit to check out. So go check that out. Backyardprospecting.com in the Prospector Shop. Along with all the other stuff that I sell there. And if you've never gone to it, go check out my swag shop. Pick yourself up some cool merch. T-shirts, hats. I found a new supplier, though. So I need to check them out. It looks like they have pretty similar offerings. But the pricing is much, much better. So I'll be able to get things that I've been straying away from just because they were so expensive just at a base level. I didn't feel like it was, worth asking you guys to pay $50 for a bucket hat, right? But this new place looks promising. So you may see the swag shop get changed up here soon. And hopefully I'll be able to offer as much variety of things that you guys have. I don't know if you've come to known to love it or anything. If you even know I have a swag shop. If you didn't know I have a swag shop, I do have a swag shop. So go check that out. But there you are. Do they polish rough diamonds? No. A rough diamond always gets cut. Unless it's so small that you can't cut it for anything, then it gets sold off as an industrial diamond and used in things like my saw blade here. But if a diamond's big enough to be cut, usually it gets cut. Ooh, I got 3 bags left. Well, there you go. 3 bags left. Oh, shit. Pumpkins aren't in season right now. I don't think you can even get one at the store. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I didn't look for one when I went there. So, if I go shopping and I see a pumpkin, well, I'll probably not think about it, but when I get home, I'll think, missed opportunity. All right. Well, we're winding down here. And so, last chance, if you want to get in on tonight's Sloppy Seconds, which we are still doing Sloppy Seconds, even though we wound up doing cutting, we'll do some Sloppy Seconds still. So, put in on the link up on top. You got to be a subscriber to do it. So that's just a little incentive to subscribe. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click the thing. If you are a subscriber and you're just not chatting, well, that's cool too. But don't forget to leave a comment on the comment video. We're going to drag some words out of you one way or the other, because to win, you have to be present and you have to chime in the chat to let me know that you're here. You can't just put your name in, walk away, and be like, oh, man, I was there. No, you got to be here. You got to be here in the moment. That's the trade-off. So make sure you're here. Leave your message on the thing, because we're about to go and give away some Sloppy Seconds. All right. So let's hop over to here. Clipper whale watching. Oh, that's an ad. There it goes. All right. Do 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 do. There we go. Alrighty. The random YouTube comment pickerator. I'm looking way up because it's on the screen above the main screen that I usually look at. So I'm not just like being all snobbish and shit when I'm down here. I'm just not used to being on screen while I'm doing the giveaway stuff. There's our video. Not extras, no duplicates. Blah, 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 blah. Math. All right, 8 plus 2. I believe it's 10. We're going to enter that. Hopefully I'm not embarrassed. Hey. Okay, that wasn't bad math. Something went wrong. Even though I already refreshed it. How weird. All right, back on math. 4. There we go. 27 comments. But we got 36 people here all of a sudden. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes, because I think we got a whole bunch of people who either just popped in or they've been in, or maybe they're shy. Who knows? But here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Or the button and whatever it does. Brian Kerr, 6476. Give me liberty or give me death. Oh, yeah. Well, congratulations, Brian. Tonight, I'm going to give you pay dirt which is a feeling, that in itself is it's freedom, right? You're free to dig and free to, I'm just going to shut up now and go back to the main screen. Congratulations, Brian. I see you here. Awesome. We don't have to chase you down. If you can, or please do, send me an email with your address, digdaddy with a D, digdaddy at backyardprospecting.com. Send me your address and I'll send you some dirt. Otherwise, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out. It's been a great evening. I had a lot of fun cutting rocks, chopping it up with you folk. I hope the week treats you well, and hopefully you can get out there to the rivers when you get some spare time and find that shiny. I know I'm going to try to get out there as soon as I can walk again. And until then, I'm going to rest up and blaze it up. And suggest the rest of you do the same. All right. Well, again, thank you all for hanging out. And until next time, we will catch you next week, next Sunday for Pay Dirt Review or River Review, wherever I wind up, whatever I wind up doing. And definitely again next Monday for some BSing in the shed where we hang out, run some dirt, and give away some gold. Until then, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.